right side of the screen.
We had a car on the outside. That literally sucks your car around. You can see. Man, that's a hard hit. And that was Trevor Bain that had gone around the outside of Brian Scott. And it just really, literally pulls the back end of your car around right there. You see he's trying to save it. Oh, wow.
Man, that had to hurt. It's really hard. You know, your instinct is to try to save the car right there, but it turns back to the right so quickly, it's almost impossible to catch up with it.
Trevor Bain do anything he shouldn't have there in that 60?
No, that's just he saw the opening to get to the outside and had a run there, and you know that's just an
Yeah, looks like Rogers just in the left rear quarter panel. We heard the radio. That's a huge hit right there. We heard the radio trying to clear myself behind him. It's a great view right here.
So I think you're going to see Absalé on the outside. Just a mistake. Mistake by the young driver. Tries to get up in lane, times it incorrectly. Shuts the engine off. You hear it sounds like on impact the throttle probably hung wide open. It hit so hard, might have shifted the motor.
That's a huge hit. Rick, I appreciate how you believe there was he was checking on him, but I think he went back there to tell him something.
I think it was frustration.
Not happy with what happened there.
But you saw Raja kind of pointed at himself with the sun like, yes, yeah, you're mad, I get it. It was on me, my mistake. Doesn't make it any better for the 36, but that is a huge wreck.
Yeah.
You know, why?
Up short. Look to the right side of your screen.
See him back there
for the
coming out of
white
the
77.
corner. Oh, she just come loose.
Oh boy, that's a hard hit.
Goodness gracious.
Right in front of Joe Nemechek.
He got up high down there, Larry. Look, he got up out of the groove and hit the outside wall, and man, it launched him right down into that inside retaining wall.
And Darrell, when you're that high of the groove and you're turning that steering wheel, it's not turning.
No.
And I think it hit so hard that wheel you see rolling.
He's having a tough time getting in the truck there.
See him get loose right here, moving up the track, across that seam. It's just, the rest is history. Not a lot of damage out of Harrison Burton. I think he'll be okay right there. You can see Justin Haley, his car's. Man, I don't know. You think that's a lot of damage on there. You see these two cars right here. Man, that was a shot right there. I think it knocked his hands off the wheel. He hit so hard right there.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I mean, sometimes we see these wrecks and you think massive impact, and from a driver's perspective, it wasn't.
Race car. He's underneath Phil Parsons there.
Oh, yeah, they touch. Yeah.
Ow.
Oh, man.
And that looks bad. Now watch when he turns around and heads down into the inside wall here again.
And you know what it was? That big boom I heard was him actually hitting the wall the first time. Oh, Phil bounced. Yeah, see, Phil bounced off the wall.
Oh, it broke the wall. Yeah. I saw dirt fly on the back side of the wall, so it broke the wall somehow.
What started that was Phil Parsons hit the outside wall, bounced in.
And that's what's going on with this late.
Yeah, that was a move. Brian Blaney made an aggressive move to get that side draft, and it was a little too aggressive. He's basically kind of the one I would put at fault for that one.
Yeah, he body slammed himself down in there, but a lot of times when you see the inside line going away from you, you want to sail back down there, lock up on that guy's right side, then kill his aerodynamics so he doesn't advance on you. That was a very aggressive way to do it if that's what happened.
Yeah, good angle there. I wanted to see if he got nipped from behind by anybody. I didn't think that he had, but that confirms it. And Chase Elliott took a piece of that.
That's what sent Jeremy Clements hard into the wall. But that 9 car has damage.
Ty Dillon's view.
Still 3 wide. They're wrecking up top. Stand up gas at the bottom. Stand the gas at the bottom. Clear. All clear. All clear. All clear. Hang out right there. Hang out. Caution out.
Top right of your screen. Have some trouble off turn number 2 there. He's already made contact with the outside wall. Here comes Jeff Fuller to avoid hitting him right in the door. He turns his car hard left, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to spin it around. He's going to make some awfully hard contact with the inside wall.
Phil couldn't hit it in a worse place. I mean, it was angled to the opening on the pit, inside wall on the backstretch. There's an opening there. Hit at a bad angle, hit flat, right there. Just a bad place to do that. But what Jeff Fuller was trying to do was trying to avoid hitting Jason Leffler. You're thinking it looks like there's a lot of time to make decisions here, but this is a split-second decision, from Jeff Fuller to come. If you'll notice, as he comes into the picture here, he's heading right for the door for Jason Leffler, decides to make a hard left to miss contact with Jason Leffler, and went right into the inside wall, hit it, at exactly the wrong spot where that opening is on that flat contact. And as you know, that
Here, coming off turn 2. Ooh, yeah, wrong place at the wrong time. Looks like they got loose in front of him and just clipped him in the right front, which just sent him hard into the inside wall. There's a better angle of it. The 07 just, oh, jeez. Nothing he can do.
No, nothing he can do. Those things happen so fast.
But look at that give in the safer barrier. Yep. I mean, that's just unbelievable.
Look how high the back tires came off the ground.
Well, this is our 7th caution, and it's probably going to end stage 2 because we've got less than 5 laps to go, and this is going to take a little bit to get all cleaned up. So very unlikely that we'll clean it up and restart before the stage is called good.
Down on the inside.
Gets cut off a little bit there.
Johnny Sauter
tries to stay off of Sauter, and in the process of doing that, he spins the car around. Whoa, that was a great move there. Bobby Hamilton squeezes through on the outside. Now, Fike's holding the car up here. He's not going to let it roll down the hill. He's going to lock the brakes up here.
Now remember, everybody's supposed to be slowing down right now. You're not gaining anything by racing.
The field is frozen. Now you're going to see this car start to roll, but I'm not so sure he didn't see Hermie coming and thought, oh, gee.
Oh. That was a hard hit.
I think he saw that car coming, and he said, he's not going to miss me. Yeah, I mean, he's all the way up on the outside. I don't know. It's hard to say what a driver's thinking, but I think the 43 Fike thought he saw him coming. He said, oh, gee, I got to get out.
Here's how Michael Waltrip saw it.
And he saw all of that.
The 19 coming up on the 42.
19 was trying to go to the bottom, and Marks was going to the bottom, and 19 just needed to check up just a little bit and give him some room, and he got the car overcorrected and hard impacted the wall.
Huge impact.
Yeah, it is. You see how easy it is when that car starts to spin. You want to turn the wheel to the right to keep it from spinning, but if you turn too much wheel to the right, it hangs a right, and it makes heavy head-on contact.
That shot straight up the racetrack after he overcorrected, and Justin Marks hard contact. Take another look. 3,400 pounds of race car off the ground after slamming into the wall.
It's just not hardly in a race driver's makeup to just turn it left and spin the car out. But in those situations, that many times is the best thing. You can see just how quickly this
thing just jumps out so far that he just can't quite get it saved, and it sends him through the grass.
Chase Miller released from the infield care center, walking fine. How are you feeling?
Physically I'm doing fine. I hate it for ourselves, Key Motorsports, and everybody out here. It's just the car got a little tied up off the corner and kind of snapped loose on me a little bit. And I was going to lock it down. I realized there's people over here, all this stuff lined up. So I just kind of corrected a little bit, just kind of held the wheel straight to see if maybe I just get a straight shot and maybe make it back on the track. But very seldom, obviously, do you get to go through the grass and get straight back on the track. It's a big hit. It hurt a little bit, but I guess it's just one of those things. We're trying hard, trying to make the shows, and I guess it's been a few years since I've really been wrecked. I guess it's about time for one.
Well, it's good to see you there. You're all right.
And the safety built into these next generation race cars.
11 car gets down on the apron, comes back up the racetrack into the 61. Now watch this when the 61 comes down and Elton hits him running wide open.
Nowhere for Tim Sauter in the 61 to go, and as they slide down off the banking, it's nowhere for Elton Sawyer. What a hit.
And let me tell you, 61 car, Tim Sauter's lucky that wasn't in the driver's door. It was just behind the driver's door, and that was a blessing.
Once again, the whole problem, the 11 car, Marty Houston, got those left side tires below the white line on the apron, shot him up the racetrack and spun him.
Second week in a row that
See him loose under him. His car on the outside got loose underneath of him, going for him. You're trying to make up time. You're out of time.
Jeez,
last
what a
lap.
hit.
That is a shot right there. That car completely off the ground.
And that's, Mario Goslin equipment, a team that doesn't have the resources and got to race again tomorrow night. Very difficult situation for them.
That was a shot.
His brother Dylan shares time in that race car, and good family operation from up in Winston-Salem.
See if we can see what started all this mess. 64 car, McMurray. Ooh.
Gets into the back of John Andretti in the 10, turns John around.
McMurray on the lead lap, 10 car not.
You could see the car come up right there, and the roof flaps, the two flaps that deployed on the top, set it back on the ground.
And then this. Oh.
And he started going back up the racetrack. Then once the speed of the car slowed down, came back down on the apron.
Let's show this to you in real time.
Man, did you hear that?
That was a hard lick.
I believe the car that just snuck through on the inside was Kenny Schrader. There it is again.
Some of that old bump drafting stuff that we saw at Daytona. Hadn't seen any of it since Daytona, but got very similar results what we saw happening at Daytona.
I think for that. See that Carlos Contreras, that black car in the middle of the racetrack right there was slow. And see, Kyle Larson's going to squeeze Blake Cook.
I think
that's actually Suarez.
Suarez was trying to get through the middle, and he just misjudged the room he had to make that move and cause that crash. That was a rookie who was trying to understand exactly how to go about qualifying here at Daytona under this format, and was in a position, got himself in a position that he couldn't get out of. You could see he just cut up, clipped the front of Blake Cook's car, and caused the big crash.
Was trying to get in behind Kyle Larson in the 42 car. Didn't quite have the clearance.
Top of your screen. Wow.
Just a vicious. It's like the accelerator hung. Like he got down the corner and he just never backed off.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah. I mean, he's got the left front brake locked up, trying to get the car slowed down, and he will not slow down, just going straight ahead. And the car's still rolling. See, it's still not stopping, because now he can't make it stop because he's lost all the breath. He doesn't have the strength to reach up and touch the brakes now, so the car's still rolling.
He's just holding on right now.
Right there he is in the 25 car. You see Garrett Smithley right behind him there, giving him a bump draft. They're right behind Joey Logano.
I can almost tell you, yeah, the 0 turns right into the 25. The Joey Gase is just an innocent bystander here.
Oh, he just barely clipped that wall that jets out there, and that sent that car spinning like a top. Look at all the debris scattering. Smithley was just trying to help, and I think it pushed the 25 out a little bit, and when he tried to tuck back in line, it spun him around.
That's something as a driver you really got to be careful of. Coming off the corners here where the banking falls away, the back of these cars get really, really light. So if sometimes you don't even have to touch the driver in front of you, but if there's any contact at all, you're going to see a result like we just saw.
Such a tough break for Joey Gase. Remember last year, Michael, top 5 here at Talladega. High hopes for him today.
Jimmy Means Racing does such a great job and gives Joey Gase a chance to go out there and prove his talent. And he just was riding along, nothing he could do.
Pack for position. The 1 is Yaley, the 88 Keselowski, the 42 of Allmendinger.
88 car Keselowski, it's a big run off of turn 4. It's a big drag race down into turn 1. 3 wide, 4 wide, and that's not what you want to do. And he gets tagged in the right rear quarter panel. Allmendinger does, and Keselowski's like, where did this come from? I didn't even see that one coming. That was just one freak accident, and the one car got in the back of that, and that's what started the whole thing.
Yeah, Brad Keselowski really got blindsided. He didn't see this coming at all. You see this 42 car gets sideways, gets into the right rear quarter panel, and then this 88 car just slams the wall, went up in the air.
Guys, I don't know if I've seen a harder wreck before going into turn one of my life. Thing on fire. Again, the soft wall that NASCAR's got at most all these racetracks really held up, and it was a great thing. And we saw Brad get out of the car. That's great. And boy, I'll tell you what, that reminds me of some bad accidents we've seen in this sport in the past. But thank gosh the kid walked away. Terrible impact.
Gives you a sense of how fast these cars are going. Entering this corner right here, you see that car just hit the wall, get up in the air. These cars are going over 200 miles an hour getting into that corner.
Actually danced on the hood of the 42 cars, what kept it up in the air, and Keselowski's car was along that right rear tire, along the soft wall. That's safe for Barry, then came back down to rest there.
It's a scary crash, guys.
Ooh, Brown up in the wall. Looks like another failed right front tire. The way the car shot. Here comes Keselowski. Bang!
Wow.
Yeah. And so we talk about this being a short track, but that illustrates how fast a track it is. And look at Paul Menard. He was running up in the top group too, along with the black and yellow car that's gone. They were running well and just got caught up in that. And another component of hard tires is you can't do anything quick. You can't brake. You can't steer left or right. Oh, wow. That's a hard impact. And then you see sliding up on the top, there comes Menard.
After restart, everybody's very aggressive. Contact with the 9 and the 20 in front of Briscoe, and just got into that curvature of the wall, the inside wall.
Yeah, this is going to show you just how hard this impact was.
Oh. That's something the tracks have to continue to look at. How can we get those curves out of the walls? You want to be able to have access for personnel, safety personnel, to quickly get to the drivers, but you can see that access point creates a bad point of impact. Safer Barrier doing a great job, but it's just that angle of impact that's so bad.
And think about that. All 4 tires once again off the ground on this about 3,500-pound race car. And so Chase Briscoe.
Okay.
That's Kenny Wallace, the 25 car in the middle between these two cars, 38 and 42.
Oh, hard. That's a hard lick right there. Saw the whole car come off the ground, back wheels.
So contact from behind by the 25 car, and the 38 just abruptly spins right across the racetrack in front of Juan Pablo Montoya. Okay, let's watch and listen.
Still outside. Still there. Still there. You all right, buddy?
Of trying to figure out exactly what happened. And you can see Dario Franchitti looks like he loses a tire getting into the corner and triggers this wreck.
Now watch his car come around right down in front of traffic. Some cars really had nowhere to go. There's the 91 coming along. That is Larry Gunzelman. Hard impact in the left side. Again, looking down the backstretch.
Yeah, right there you can see that tire completely exploding. And I would imagine that happened from some kind of a contact, maybe into the left rear, knocked the valve stem out, or maybe cut the sidewall of the tire. Oh, man, that's a hard lick right there.
Yeah, and they're sailing down the backstretch at over 185 miles an hour. Dario Franchitti comes down, and DJ, how tough is it to control a car like the 91 car at these speeds when you got like the left side tires on the grass?
Yeah, you've got a lot of smoke, and you're just, you're going, your spotter tells you to go low.